All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, most mysterious brands in the world, Hermès. In an age where everything is about speed and noise, we're going to figure out how this one brand built an absolute empire by doing the exact opposite of, well, everyone else.
And this quote it nails it, doesn't it? Hermès doesn't have to shout, it whispers. And that quiet confidence is where its real power comes from, while other brands are out there chasing trends with flashy marketing and endless product drops. So this brings us to the central puzzle we're going to solve today. In a culture that is totally obsessed with now, how on earth did a brand built on patience become so incredibly dominant? It's a paradox, and we are going to unravel it. Okay, look at this. It lays out the two competing philosophies perfectly. On one side, you've got the standard playbook for modern luxury. All hype, all trends, all speed. And on the other side, the Hermès code. And you'll notice every single one of their values is a direct rejection of the modern way of doing things. To really get how they do it, we've got to go back and understand the why. You see, the brand's identity wasn't forged in the crazy, fast-paced world of modern fashion. Nope, it was born in a totally different era, and that original DNA, it's still in every single thing they do today. So let's trace it back. It all starts in 1837. Thierry Hermès is making the absolute best saddles and harnesses for the European elite. But then, boom, an existential threat arrives. The car. Suddenly, horses are on their way out. But instead of panicking, instead of changing who they were, Hermès just pivoted. They translated their core skill, that mastery of leather craftsmanship, into a whole new world of luxury goods. And this right here, this is maybe the most important decision they ever made. Instead of chasing after what the market wanted, they basically taught the market to appreciate the timeless quality they already had. They made the world come to them. And that simple move established a power dynamic that is still firmly in place today. Okay, so that brings us to the how, the actual nitty-gritty mechanics of their strategy. And honestly, it is completely counterintuitive. It's built not on endless growth, but on the deliberate, calculated power of just holding back. So here's the key takeaway. For Hermès, scarcity isn't just some marketing trick to drive up prices. No, it's a core belief system. They get on a deep level that in a world where you can have anything instantly, the most valuable things are the things you can't have. Specialness requires rarity. And that belief translates into this three-step model that just flies in the face of modern business. First, they focus on the labor, the time, the discipline, not just the product. Second, they actually cultivate the weight, making ownership feel like you've been granted entry to a private club. And third, they protect that brand aura at all costs. It's a system designed to create desire, not just meet demand. Now, let's be real. When most people think of Hermès, they think of one thing, right? The Birkin bag. But the true genius of the brand is how they apply this whole philosophy to create an entire universe of things you want. And of course, the Birkin's origin story is legendary all on its own. That chance meeting on a plane between Jane Birkin and the company's chairman, it's just perfect. It led to a bag that was somehow both super practical and the absolute pinnacle of elegance. That mythology, that's part of the magic. But here's where they really outsmarted everyone. Instead of just milking one hit product, Hermès used that halo effect to elevate an entire ecosystem of goods. The same philosophy of insane craftsmanship extends from their silk scarves and leather goods to their watches, jewelry, and even fragrances. It's all speaking the same quiet language. And the message, whether you're buying a tiny bottle of perfume or a $1,000 bracelet, is always the same. It's this powerful, unspoken idea that this is not for everyone. And that right there is precisely the point. It's what makes it so desirable to so many. So this brings us to the final and maybe the most fascinating part of this whole puzzle. When you strip away the beautiful objects, you have to ask yourself, what is Hermès really selling? Because it's obviously more than just leather and silk, right? So what is that intangible thing that people are actually buying into? And the answer is, they're selling a code. It's not just about showing off that you have money. It's about signaling that you understand a certain set of values, taste, discipline, and the power of being understated in a very loud world. But here's the truly brilliant part. This one single code is understood in 4 completely different ways by 4 totally different groups of people. And that's what makes the brand's appeal so incredibly broad and powerful. I mean, think about it. For a collector, it's all about heritage. For an investor, it's a tangible asset that actually goes up in value. For someone aspiring to own one, it's pure status. And for the cultural elite, it's just treated as art. Hermès somehow manages to be all of these things, all at once. And that, my friends, is the ultimate magic trick of luxury. They've achieved global household name fame without ever feeling common. They've maintained the feeling of an exclusive club that everyone knows about, but very, very few can actually get into. So the Hermès code is actually pretty simple but profound. While the rest of the world was in a mad dash to grab your attention, Hermès was just quietly and confidently building a world so compelling, so beautiful, that people would happily wait in line for the privilege of just stepping inside. And that is how patience became their ultimate power.